Yes.
Have you ever seen a show with fellas on the mic with 1 minute rhymes that don't come out? Am I lying?
No, you're quite right.
Well, tonight, on the Surrey mic, you're about to hear.
We swear the best star rappers of the year. So,
Sure.
yeah,
Scream bravo.
Also, if you didn't know this. Here we go.
Here we go.
Come on. Here we go.
Here we go.
Come on. Yo, what's wrong with that?
Well, I don't know. They're late all of the time. Oh, I forgot the day.
Man, you did it again. Oh, no. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. No.
It's that you French, you're on.
All right, now this is what we're going to do. We're going to need everybody's help. And we want y'all to clap your hands. And I want y'all to repeat what I say, all right? So we're going to have some fun. Somebody say, oh, my God. Is it real? Say, oh, my God. Is it real? Well, it started off, I ain't asking you when I made up the name called the Hip Fresh Crew. That was me. My two DJs who wrote the melody in my right hand, man, Ricky D. I used to rap and sing, make sounds and things. So for example, here's the telephone ring.
Hello? Is that you touching me? No, it's not right now.
But anyway, no more delay. Just check out the new style I display. Now you gotta be to rock with, and I'm D-O-U-G-I-E, and I'm known for the not for the thing with me, folks of an entertainer. No other cable can fit me play. The inner passenger and I'm also known as the beatbox trainer. Cash and check, make sound effects, and after I'm finished, rockin' Slick Rick is on next. Slick Rick.
Well, here's a little something that needs to be heard. Doug, I was going downtown. Word. All alone, no one to the east. Stepped on the DK at 205th. I saw a pretty girl. So I sat beside her. Then she went through her. She was telling me the tiger. I said, hold on, there's been a mistake. Honey, my name's Slick Rick, not Frosty Flakes.
Oh, golly, wow.
So she was raised in hell. She said, my name is Maggie, but call me Michelle. Michelle, my little Sunday monkey, ponte bien on some, Slick Rick and I'm rock that house, you know what I'm saying? And when I'm on the mic, there won't be no delaying. Must have moved. Show and prove. Hey yo, Doug, do that record jam on the groove.
Now, here's a little story I got to tell about three bad brothers you know so well. It started way back in history with that Rob and me.
My team.
Been had a little horsey named Paul Revere. Just seeing my horsey in a quart of beer. Riding across the land, kicking up sand. Sheriff spices on my tail cause I'm in demand. One lonely beastie I be. All by myself without nobody. The sun is beating down on my baseball hat. The air is getting hot, the beer is getting flat. Looking for a girl, I ran into a guy. His name is MCA. I said howdy, he said hi. He told a little story that sounded well rehearsed. 4 days on the run and that he's dying of thirst. The brew was in my hand and he was on my tip. His voice was hoarse, his throat was dry, he asked me for a sip. He said, can I get some? I said, you can't get none. Had a chance to run, pulled out a shotgun, quick on the draw. I thought I'd be dead. He put the gun to my head, and this is what he said.
Now my name is MCA. I got a license to kill. I think you know what time it is. It's time to get ill. Now what do we have here? And I oil in this beer. I run this land. You understand? I've been myself clear.
We stepped into the wind. He had a gun and had a grin. You think the story's over, but it's ready to begin.
I got the gun, you got the boo. You got two choices of what you can do. It's not a tough decision as you can see. I can blow you away and you can ride with me.
I said I'll ride with you if you can get me to the border. The sheriff's after me for what I did to his daughter. I did it like this, I did it like that. I did it with the wiffle ball bat. So I'm on the run, the cop got my gun. And right about now it's time to have some fun. The king had rock, that is my name. And I know the fly spot where they got the champagne. We rode for 6 hours, then we hit the spot. The beat was a bumping and the girlies was hot. This dude was staring like he knows who we are. We took the empty spot next to him at the bar. MCA said,
yo, you know this kid?
I said I didn't, but I know he did.
The kid said,
get ready, cause this ain't funny. My name's Mike D and I'm about to get money. Pulled out the jammy, aimed it at the sky. People hit the floor. He wasted 2 kids that ran for the door. I'm Mike D and I get respect. Your cash and your jewelry is what I expect. MCA was with it and he's my ace. So I grabbed the piano player and I punched him in the face. Piano player's out, the music stopped. His boy had beef and he got dropped.
Mike D grabbed the money.
MCA snatched the gold. I grabbed 2 girlies and a beer that's cold.
Yo, what's good with it? Welcome, everybody. Tap in. You're back over here at the Good Vibes Only channel. You know what I'm saying? When your boy DP Wild is the host. Welcome to everybody coming in. I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you enjoy the content. So yeah, last time we went live, we spoke on record labels. I would like to come back and reinnovate on that. We talked about major labels and some of the minor labels or whatever, branch labels and parenting companies. So I would like to revisit that a little bit and hope y'all enjoy. In case you didn't catch that live, go back and check that out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And it's the live with me and Uncle JoJo up there. So yeah, we want to. So this time we want to go back on that a little bit, and then we'll go into everything else that was in the descriptions, as y'all seen. It said something that spoke on about the battle rapping, the what was it, the diss songs and things like that of that nature. But first of all, before we go there, I would like to say that I do not own the rights to the music or the content. And shout out to my boy Jaquan over at the foundation. Appreciate it for that content and everything. Most definitely. So that's what's up. So before we really get into everything, while I wait till everyone comes in or whatever, then I'm gonna be playing a clip soon of just a clip. I think it's about a good 15 minutes long or whatever. We're gonna play that clip. We're gonna maybe chop it up, talk about that. It just gives um, a little breakdown of how you had when you had how back when you had like the record labels that were very they were very minor, and you know what I'm saying, how they kind of blew up by helping the artists and everything, mainly rap artists that came into our generation and our genre back in those days of talking about like the 80s into the 90s, things like that of that nature. So that's what makes this live so important. That's what makes this live a big part of the culture and big part of hip hop. So you know what I'm saying? And of course we still call this the five elements because we still over here, we still learning. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely make sure in just a minute when everyone gets in, then I'll drop the link. You know what I'm saying? So give me a second. Let me get that set up, and I'll be playing this. I'll be playing a little clip of. I'll be playing a little clip of what we got going on. Um, get over here and get that together. Pause that up. Mhm. I'm trying to get to this little clip now. Um, okay. Now where you at? Where you at? All right. So just while it's loading, you know what I'm saying. I hope y'all can see this or whatever in just a minute. So we getting this together. Okay. Okay.
If the Los Angeles based rap music label priority world, you're definitely Z, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Cypress Hill, Mos Def, Master P, and Big L have all had albums come out under the Priority Records banner. In fact, the company has also served as a distributor for labels from all over the United States rap music landscape, like Suge Knight's Death Row Records and Eazy-E's Ruthless Records on the West Coast, Jay-Z's Rockefeller Records and RZA's Wu-Tang Records on the East Coast, and Jay Prince's Rap-A-Lot Records and Master P's No Limit Records down in the South. Before we can fully understand what the eventual death of Priority Records meant to the industry when it ceased to be a major player in the marketplace, we first have to take a look at ended to such a massive reach. With an extensive track record that's heavily influential in putting the gangster rap subgenre on the map, you might assume that the label was started somewhere in South Central LA by authentic street dudes that survived the environment and built up their business from whatever other means it may be. But the origin of Priority Records is quite the opposite. It was founded in 1985 by Brian Turner, Mark Cerami, and Steve Drath, three white guys who were not from gang territories or even from America, but in Canada actually, and from within the music industry. They were all former music executives from a Canadian company called KTEL Records. In fact, Brian Turner is from Winnipeg, Canada, and established Priority Records with financial assistance from a since defunct Winnipeg company called Artec that was run by two former KTEL board members, Harold Kives, Brian Turner's father, and Ray Kives, Brian Turner's uncle. This initial investment in Priority Records from Artec's Harold and Ray Kives gave these two older family members of Brian Turner a 50% ownership in Priority right off the bat. But just 2 years after Priority Records opened its doors in 1985, Priority was able to buy back that 50% half in 1987 to retain full ownership. But in the early days of Priority Records, they had to work their way up to signing rappers to record deals. And they initially just licensed pre existing rap songs to be released in a compilation album format, such as Greatest Hits of the Street, Rapping and Scratching in 1987. The 8 song track listing consisted of Jam on It by Nucleus, The Message by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Peter Gunn by Art of Noise, White Horse by Laid Back, Roaches by Bobby Jimmy and the Critters, Rockbox by Run DMC, Jailhouse Rap by Fat Boys, White Lines by Grandmaster Flash. Priority Records also dropped another compilation with several big names of the 1980s hip hop called Rap's Greatest Hits Volume 2, with many songs such as Make the Music with Your Mouth by Biz Markie. They had Eric B. and Rakim, Run DMC, Curtis Blow, Houdini, LA Dream Team, and several others. Gaining the rights to resell other people's music from bigger labels isn't exactly a business plan that would keep the lights on over at discovering their own roster of rugged West Coast rappers. They sold music that actually had zero to do with hip hop. A group of family friendly, purple animated dried grapes known in the 1980s pop culture as the California Raisins. Using the stop motion animation style called claymation, this fictional R&B group was brought to life out of pieces of clay shaped and filmed to move to the beat of old school soul sounds. It's like their biggest hit, I Heard It Through the Grapevine, originally a Marvin Gaye Motown song from 1966. Once it was remade by the California Raisins in 1987, it managed to peak at number 84 on the Hot 100 chart and be seen all over the country in humorous TV commercials. Before you assume that this must have been some goofy gimmick that ruined Priority Records' reputation, it actually helped to build the company's foundation. The California Raisins became a multi-million-dollar merchandising craze that sold tons of fluffy toys, figurines, children's lunchboxes, comic books, and cartoons. Even music superstars like Michael Jackson and Ray Charles had their own California Raisin characters added to the television commercials. This all started in the late 1980s with the California Raisin Advisory Board teaming up with an advertising agency to promote the sale of raisins. But just how much did Priority Records benefit from the mainstream multimedia mania of California Raisins? Between 1987 and 1988, the Kid Friendly Band released 4 albums on Priority, 2 of which went platinum. More than 2 million people bought these albums that included old songs like Lean on Me and You Can't Hurry Love. It was also estimated that the overall sale of raisins jumped up by 20% after the very first commercial aired. Priority's co founder Mark Ceremi knew that in order for the label to grow beyond a home for novelty acts, they needed to showcase their own artists. With all that success from the pop culture sensation of the California Raisins, a solid track record for sales, and a bunch of money, Priority Records was ready, willing, and able to start signing artists to recording contracts. Priority decided to sign Compton, California rappers Eazy-E and NWA, along with giving Eazy-E's Ruthless Records national distribution and the music industry strength that it needed to be competitive. Mark Ceremi has said, after the launch of NWA, I was pretty confident we could build the largest record label in the world. The first albums released under this agreement went on to become 2 of the biggest California rap albums of the 80s. The triple platinum selling Straight Outta Compton by NWA in August 88, and in the following month, the double platinum selling Easy Does It by Eazy-E in September of 88. Brian Turner has described the decision to do business with Ruthless Records by describing his meeting with Eazy-E's much older Jewish business partner, Jerry Heller. Jerry had an office in the same building that we were in at Priority, 6430 Sunset Boulevard, which is now the CNN building. We had met before. I think it was either through Irving or someone else. We didn't really have a relationship, but we were friendly enough. There was a restaurant downstairs in the building called the Jolly Roger, so I see him quite often there. One day, Jerry said, "Hey, I have a tape of a group I want you to listen to." He started talking about the group, and I said, "Give me the cassette." I listened, and it shocked me as much as I saw ultimately and historically how it shocked everybody else. It was something unique that I'd never heard before in my life. Jerry called me up after and said, "You really have to see them live." That's the one part of the movie Straight Outta Compton they got right. I went down to Skateland and saw them perform. I didn't talk to them that night at all. I just kind of slipped in, saw them perform, and left. The Boys in the Hood 12-inch had just come out. It wasn't readily available, and it certainly wasn't being played on the radio.
Now, just right quick, I want to put a pause in that right there. Now, as you can see, so that's doing around the time of the genre when, like, right after that Run DMC, that LL Cool J era, you know what I'm saying? How when um, the West Coast, when they really got on and really, when they really started doing their thing, and you know what I'm saying, you could see how it took, it took some, it took some the California raisins to blow the label up. That's kind of funny there. That's kind of funny. Some little clay things. Then back then that used to be the man. That commercial right there used to be something else. It was very popular in our generation. You know what I mean? But you could see it was right there during that time. So, um, you know, without these, I guess my point is without these little branch labels, these little minor branch labels like Priority, and there's another one that I think they're gonna speak on like toward the end of this video right here, but about Profile Records. If y'all remember that record label, I know most of y'all probably don't remember those because most people don't pay attention to the record labels and stuff like that. You pay attention to you get the albums or whatever. You see your artist, whoever you like, and then you just go out and you read maybe the titles of the songs and stuff like that or whatever, and then you just keep on going about your business and you put it on in, put that 12-inch vinyl on in, boom, and you keep it moving, right? That's what most of us did back then. Yeah, I admit, me too. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this was during that time though, and when things was really rough on record labels and stuff, and getting deals, and like I spoke on the last live, and said how most of the time back then, the only way you would get contracts was with those was with radio stations and stuff like that. And again, in case you didn't catch me at Uncle JoJo live last time, you can go back and you can see that. You can check that live out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, if you in the bushes watching or whatever, you know, still hit that like button. And see y'all coming in. What's good with it, Cookie? How you doing, baby? I know you out there about busy moving around and everything. Everything is everything. But give me a minute. We're gonna go back and finish up the video, and then we'll be right back.
Yet the 300 kids in that club knew every single lyric. It wasn't pick up your iPhone and punch in the song, or even listening to the radio, or going to a store to buy it. It wasn't available. But the kids sought it out. Honestly, I wish I could take the credit for having seen the vision that Jerry saw, but we later made a pretty quick deal. It wasn't complicated because, lucky me, nobody else was interested in the group. So it was a pretty easy, quick deal. That was how my relationship with Jerry began. The one thing for sure, and nobody can take this away from Jerry, is that he saw Eazy and NWA before anybody. That will forever be his legacy. Priority Records built its rep as a sturdy independent label for hardcore rap acts that were fewer pop friendly by not even worrying about mainstream radio play, which was the fast track route to hit records in the 80s and 90s. Instead, Priority focused on ear to the street, underground promotion, and still managed to sell millions of units without having to clash with the big league labels over radio rotation slots. Priority's marketing squad was developed by Vice President Alyssa Pisano, who was in charge of Priority's marketing and creative services department during the bulk of their glory days between 87 and 96. What was it like bringing all the street knowledge of NWA into the Priority building? Looking back on the impact of Priority, Turner says, I'm so grateful for being born and raised in Winnipeg, and I took all those values with me. I think that's one of the things that endeared me to all these rappers. To them, I almost had a sort of sweet innocence. I do what I say I'm going to do, and because of that, I was a hero in the rap business. That's why I survived for 20 years. I had this light bulb moment in a bar. Every time they played a beat record, not even music, just a beatbox, and rapping, the dance floor would be packed. Disco didn't do anything. I was looking at that going, there's definitely something going on, appealing to this generation. Something clearly parents wouldn't understand or really like. Their own music. Not rock and roll. I already had the relationships with the record companies. This put us on the map. I had a lot of people coming to me with cassettes, and NWA was one of them. I knew there was something there, but there's no way anyone could predict what happened. I couldn't relate to it. Being from Winnipeg, how could I possibly? It was frightening to me. I knew it would scare the shit out of a lot of people. NWA's lyrics never shied away from the use of profanity, depictions of overcoming poverty, sexual desires, conflicts with police. Decades before the death of young Black at the hands of law enforcement would become a painfully common occurrence in the media. But back in 1988, when NWA released one of the most controversial songs of that area, bluntly titled F the Police, it led to Priority Records receiving a letter from the FBI on August 1st, 1989, accusing NWA of encouraging violence and disrespect for law enforcement officers with its F the Police song. Instead of complying with the pressure that was coming their way, Priority Records, Ruthless Records, Eazy-E, and NWA all embraced the right to express themselves. Famed rapper Talib Kweli, who, when signed to Rawkus Records, had much distributed by Priority Records, stated to Rock the Bells that Priority Records became a way for West Coast street music and gangsta music to have a great platform and make it all the way to places like New York, where I could appreciate it. Dr. Dre describes NWA as Public Enemy, but for the streets. The production style, the energy of it. It has the same honesty and truth as Public Enemy, but from a gangster street perspective. Hip hop needed that. When the SoundScan music sales monitoring system was put into effect in 1991, positioning on Billboard charts was now actually being determined by record sales, isn't from reports received from DJs and record store owners. On June 22nd, 1991, made NWA's Niggas for Life Backwards album, the first without Ice Cube as a member, became the first #1 album on the Billboard 200 chart with the calculations of SoundScan. The co-founder of Priority Records, Brian Turner, gets a few minutes of screen time in the 2015 blockbuster NWA biofilm Straight Outta Compton, played by actor Tate Ellington in the scene when Ice Cube's character barges into Priority Records with a baseball bat to address issues with his record contract. Turner remembers what it was like running into Ice Cube at the movie premiere of Straight Outta Compton. Cube grabbed me at the premiere and he hugged me. He said, "If not for you, I'm not standing here. And there's no Snoop. And there's no Eminem." That was chilling to me. But after Ice Cube started feeling cheated by the Ruthless Records label that Priority was distributing, Cube decided to go solo. And it was Brian Turner who was the guy who signed him after the split. In fact, it was also Brian Turner who went back and forth between Louisiana and Suge Knight's California prison cell to get Snoop Dogg out of his deal with Death Row Records. And Turner also signed Ice-T after Warner Music distanced itself from the rapper over the controversy that arose from his song Cop Killer.
Oh yeah, just for the record, let me say this. So as I understand, like like back then, back in those days, you had like three major record labels back then. And that was it, and that was all. But when I did my research, okay, I went and I figured and I saw that it was like now that we have like eight of them, we have like eight major record labels. Things was hard out there for a pimp back then. Okay, so you had so okay, so you had one major label. You had Universal, and of course you had Sony. You had Warner Brothers, and Atlantic was a major label. Virgin. Then you had RCA. Then you had Interscope, and you had Def Jam. Okay, so those were the major labels. Everything else that fall under that was like parenting companies or branch labels, meaning like when you have Death Row Records, Ruthless Records, you have like So Death Records, um, and again you got Bad Boy Records and stuff like that, right? Okay, so all of those were, of course, branch labels, or or like I said, you had you had more companies than this. Okay, you had probably more companies than some of them. Just like I said, they parented up. You know, like Sony got sold out. And bought out like that or stuff like that. They was trying, saying or whatever. They teamed up and started parenting with, not really sold out, but just parenting with other companies and stuff. So that's how all those record labels was developed and how they started back then. And that's what makes it. You see how they, just even back then, how really those kind of smaller labels, how they kind of really made that big impact for us and for our culture. You know what I'm saying? And of course, if y'all remember, NWA, they didn't really make too many. They didn't really. They made a lot of their songs was like hardcore and everything. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no commercial songs like that until they made that. Until they made what Express Yourself. I think that is. They wasn't even doing no commercial songs until like the second. I think that's the second album or whatever. So it was things was tough. It was different back then. And that was back when we ain't had nothing but and because of those songs and because of the songs went popular, that's when really they start really putting us on the jukebox and everything like that, and showing the videos and stuff. Y'all remember how it was back then, man? It was kind of tough out there, boy. A lot of rappers, they didn't even believe that this culture was going to even expand and be the way it is, as big as it is now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this little video right here. I think we got just a few more minutes. Y'all be patient and work with me. Um, just a second.
Priority Records was a distributor for the mighty Death Row record label, co-founded by super producer Dr. Dre and the infamous mogul Suge Knight, music executive Dick Griffey, and rapper the DOC. Death Row made stars out of Dr. Dre when he went solo: Snoop Dogg, Tupac, Nate Dogg, The Dog Pound, and Lady of Rage, among others. Think of Death Row as NWA as a record label that at its peak was bringing in over 100 million annually. Priority Records welcomed the Ghetto Boys and Rap-A-Lot Records in 1991 after Geffen Records dropped the group in 1990 after deeming their content too intense with graphic depictions of violence and sexual situations. Ghetto Boys released their group's best-selling album, We Can't Be Stopped, selling over 1 million copies and having the smash single Mind Playing Tricks on Me. The politically charged content continued in 1992 when Priority Records signed San Francisco rapper Pears, who was dropped by Tommy Boy Records and Time Warner due to his song Bush Killer, referring to then President George H.W. Bush. Priority Records also signed Ice-T, a major pioneer of gangster rap, before becoming a bankable big name actor thanks to his role in 1991's New Jack City. Along with being a kingpin of West Coast street rap, Ice-T also fronted a rock band that didn't hold back either called Body Count. So much so that the group's 1992 song Cop Killer was labeled obscene by the US Vice President Dan Quayle. Body Count even had its self titled LP removed from over 1,000 record stores because of its content. And in January of 1993, Ice-T and Body Count released from their contracts with Sire Warner Bros., which is where Priority Records entered the picture. Ice-T's first album with Priority was 1993's Home Invasion, as Priority Records became a destination where artists that were perceived as too controversial from the mainstream could express themselves and actually have the company back them up when the going got rough. Priority Records also empowered its employees. In 1995, Dave Weiner, a Priority Records employee who got his start in their mailroom in 1991, approached co-founder Mark Cerami with a brilliant idea. Why not distribute other rap labels that were emerging from coast to coast, just as they had done with Ruthless Records? Mark Cerami agreed with Dave Weiner's plan, and Priority set a precedent in the music industry and a profitable business model that many companies like Def Jam would also do. Ironically, when Rockefeller Records moved over from Priority to Def Jam, for example, Priority got to enjoy some of the success that Master P's No Limit Records sold over 14 million albums, grossing more than $140 million between 1997 and 1999 alone. In fact, No Limit became Priority Records' most successful distributed label. Priority was also home to the New York City-based indie hip-hop label Raucous Records, which distributed Mos Def's Black on Both Sides and Pharaoh Monk's Internal Affairs albums in 1999. Then in 2000 came Train of Thought, the debut album from Reflection Eternal that was made up of the duo Talib Kweli and High Tech. Priority Records may no longer be the epicenter of West Coast rap music and a profitable hub for independent record label distribution, but that doesn't change its massive catalog of over 110 gold and platinum certifications that it achieved while it was here. Ultimately, Priority was eventually sold to the distributor Capital EMI in 1999, was laying in limbo during 2004 and 2005, and tried to be revived on multiple occasions to no avail. But between 1985 and 2003, Priority Records had everything going for it, from dancing cartoon raisins to Dr. Dre to Jay-Z and being a hub for what we're kind of witnessing right now with people being canceled. And they were the one record label that was saying, hey, if you're independent and got your own label and you're coming up, we'll distribute for you. And if you want a voice here, we can also sign you. And we're going to back you and make sure that you're distributed because we believe you have a right to expressing yourself in your music. Before Sean Carter, now known to everybody as
Yeah, now as you can see, those companies. See, most of us probably think that Def Jam was the largest record label back then, and as you can see, it's a fact that Def Jam was not the largest record company back then. Uh no, you had Priority, and you had other record labels and stuff like Profile Records, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? That was a lot larger. You know, Def Jam, they wasn't, you know, a lot of people think that they was the largest company because they had Run DMC and then they had LL Cool J and then they bought in, I think, the Beastie Boys and stuff like that or whatever. But they didn't really have it. They didn't have as many as artists over there. It's like these people did, you know. They was very much competing. And as you see, they bought in, they started bringing in a lot. Once they started bringing in a lot of money, then they started branching out and everything, and things started changing. You know what I'm saying. And um, another thing I want to speak on too about the like those they used to have like see back then they used to have rap battles, but you know you had to be there to see it. Back then everything wasn't televised. They didn't have all this social media and you know cameras, phones, and all that stuff going on back then. Back then you had to really be there you know, face to face, you know what I'm saying, one on one with everybody to actually see and meet the artist and actually be there to hear what was going on. Because you know, they wasn't, you know, it wasn't until later on, I say, you know, later on in the 80s, coming into the 90s when they started making like the disc tapes and things like that and stuff, you know. So yeah. So it was hectic for our culture, you know what I'm saying? And that's what make this live important. You know what I mean? I really had to do a little research on this, you know what I mean? And I appreciate everybody that's coming in, you know, to the chat and everybody that's watching, you know what I mean? Hopefully we can speak on it. Waiting on a couple of more people to come in. But it's a quick question. I had a quick question. Everybody that's coming in, uh, just for Q&A, you know what I'm saying? Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all remember 106 in Park? Y'all remember 106 in Park? Which one y'all think? Which when back you know back when we had platforms like that to broadcast our music, videos and stuff. Do y'all think it was better back then when they did it that way, or do y'all agree with the way they do things now with all the live streaming and you know what I'm saying and whatever? See, to me, my personal opinion, I think it was better back then because you know even if you didn't hear about the songs and the videos coming out on the radios and stuff like that, you know, you just had platforms that would broadcast and tell us like when the albums dropped and stuff like that. You know, gave us a little bit of insight back then. You know, but what do y'all? Which ones y'all think was better between 106 and Park, or do y'all go with Tiggers in the Basement, or some people might say TRL? I couldn't really rock with TRL myself personally, but uh I chose Tigger in the Basement because I used to like when they used to go in the back, be having in the back about the mic, you know what I'm saying? They do the little ciphers and stuff like that or whatever. Even Tigger used to jump in. Hey, I remember those days right there. That was really hot right there. And that was like in the 2000s, I want to say. Yeah, that wasn't the 90s. That was the 2000s. So I remember that, you know, me personally. That's what I liked about it, you know. But like I say, battling and stuff like that, it wasn't the way it was. It, you know, we see it, the way it is now. Nah, that's not the way That's not the way we seen it back then. Um, things was just a lot different. So let me take y'all to this. Let me take y'all to this. And let me show y'all what we got going on here. You know what I'm saying? So back then, back then, you know, what they would call stuff back then, man. Hey, me personally, it was crazy. It definitely was. I guess it wasn't as exciting as it is now, at least for some of us.
There's word out that there's a battle brewing between Run DMC and, Special K and Kumo D. So I think
to on the mic at this time, the coolest of the cool, call me in the place to be, Jam Master J. One for the treble, two for the bass. Come on, Jam Master, let's rock the place. I'm a dominator in my field, and when it comes to rap, of a rapper's shield, cause when it comes to rap, I'm the epitome, the rapper's idol, and my title is Kumo D.
They call me illa, fit illa. There's no one chiller. It's not Michael Jackson and this is not Thriller. One deaf rapper, Cole Nork and Hang. I'm ripping Run DMC like cool in the gang.
But I'm one of the chosen few. So when you need that lift just to get you through, all you have to do is say Special K and help is on the way. Well, I'm DMC and the place to be. And the place to be is with DMC. And by the time I'm through, you will agree, no other MCs rock the house like me.
Well, I'm the coolest of the cool. They call me Mo D. It ain't another rapper who's as bad as me. I got a high-powered voice. I'm the party people's choice. I got so many rhymes you gotta take in point.
Now, party people, I'm so happy I don't know what to do. Cause I'm an MC with the rap, cold down with the cool. Rap from Africa to France and then to Kalamazoo. And every place that I play, I hear you gotta move.
But I know that when a party is packed, you need a guy to show you when and where to react. You need a motivator. That means you'll need me, Special K, I'm from the treacherous three. DMC, that's who I am. I love to perform, but I'm not a ham. My mother said do it. I said yes, ma'am, and I can do it because I know I can.
Don't touch that dial. Just sit tight.
If you like that battle, that was like.
I know you're gonna love this next act.
Yeah, yeah. Things was just you see how now y'all see how how a lot of the bars and everything was just a lot of the word and everything was just a lot bland back then. You know what I'm saying? The cadence, how they stack their bars and everything. It was really just everything was just plain. You know what I mean? It wasn't that much exciting as they did in the later on, and how they got more verbal about it, you know what I mean? And now these days, hey, they'll drag your kids in it, they'll talk about your mama, you know what I mean? Now they don't care what. They'll talk about your girlfriends, your wives, and all that. Now it's just, they all up in your face spitting and with their hand emotions and stuff like that or whatever. It's more they look like they be on the stage trying to fight or something, you know what I mean? But but yeah, those were the good old days. That's back when everything was more, it was just more real, and it was more fun. You know what I mean? My personal opinion, I think it was fun back then. And everybody loved the culture. Everybody loved the game of hip hop. Everybody just enjoyed themselves, and they was trying to get somewhere with it. It was a movement. It was a purpose for it, and now, it's all about. And you look at it now, it's all about money and exploiting themselves. And now you got rappers out here, they committing these crimes and everything, and then they go and make rap songs about it, and you know everything about the sex, the money, the women, and stuff like that. Me personally, I'm old school though. So that's why I make my lives like this, because I'm very old school, and um, and I believe that's the way that hip hop should be. I think that they should a lot of personally that a lot of rappers should come that these younger rappers should come back and remake a lot of the songs that used to come out like back in the 80s and the 90s, and remake those songs and stuff like that. I think it's about time, for those people to get their flowers. And speaking of giving flowers, um we'll probably be going live again tomorrow. Where we'll be celebrating we're gonna be doing a little celebration for the hip hop. We're going to doing the honorees for certain rappers. I won't say their names. You have to wait till tomorrow till we do it. And I just want to you know, give out special thanks to certain rappers because they was really, important to the culture. So I really want to, talk about it, have a conversation, we speak on it. You know what I mean? And do what we do. You know? Yeah, that's what we gonna do. Let me, let me show y'all this for a second. Some guys, so, some of y'all might already know about this one. Just in case, I want to throw it in there and show it to you, just in case, for those who haven't saw it. You know what I'm saying?
Holding it down on the corner from my block, hoping my spell. Cops is closing in. I can do the time, but what's really on my mind ain't no holes in the pants. I play it low and try to make it hard to find. Feds still trying to build the case since 90.
Yo, moves is made, niggas is paid. That's just how it is. When my time is up, I'ma be out with. I'ma try to live. I mean, day by day, ain't nothing sweet about it. Act like you don't know what I'm saying? Read about it. Beautiful off like you call a devil. Smoking your ass, chewing through the pillow. My shit is real. Manic depressive in my head hurts. No, give me your dough and your hoe in here. Take these phone. Hot things, I got things I make niggas spin. Put niggas in the wind. But you never see niggas get.
Start off my day, I'm off and running. Now this is my gun. I'm off and running, but not in dead position no longer fun. I am way worse than a bandit. With 8 bullets left in the chamber. Can't imagine the danger. You done got these both shots aimed. With strangers getting low, I got high control. You think I don't get tempted? Gotta be alive for Joe. You can't hold it outside opposition. Got stress on my mind, but I got inside opposition. Coming from my own kind. We walk. Please, but don't provoke it. We ain't gonna run. We fight with those that fight with us, and the die ain't no one. Ought to be glad. OG got hold of us. Cause everyone stood and broken posters, blood to something and something look like Moses. Spilling Moses and Moses couldn't save him. We leaving the word we can. Assalamu alaikum.
Hey, I liked it that. Now, you asked me my personal opinion. DMX drug Jay-Z ass. Now, you know, they didn't really, they didn't capture a lot of that battle right there. You know what I mean? So it's not televised really. They only gave you that little glimpse. And I really think that's the reason why. Because I don't think, I'm going to be honest with you. My personal opinion, hey, you can, Jay-Z can't mess with no DMX when it comes to you know, not nobody like no, Jay-Z can't mess with no DMX. DMX is more street, and when you think about the way rap is now these days, everything is more street, more hardcore, and more slandering and everything like that. So no, I don't think Jay-Z could really mess with him. You know what I mean? Uh, I just don't. Jay-Z is more like a laid back, smooth dude. They like as they call him, the Michael Jordan of rap. So that's where he get his name from. Hey, and DMX was like, man, he was something else. He was like a Tyson. He was like a one and out, one and gone, one and gone. So nah, I think DMX really actually won that battle. Some of y'all might know a little bit more about it. I don't know, but that from what I did. Now I did hear another interview of a person speaking about that other guy, that last guy that was rapping in there. He said he was rapping something about the Muslim stuff. Now, don't quote me, but I think that guy is one. He was Jay-Z or DMX's. He was supposed to be one of their bodyguards or something like that or whatever. So that's how I know about him. He's basically a nobody or whatever. He just worked for one of them. So, but yeah, they both did their thing. I give it up to them. But yeah, we're gonna give up our flowers for those, for the ones that deserve it, and stuff like that, whatever, So, and again, so yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing for the next few days. We're gonna be probably doing a lot of honorees and talking about and giving out, just giving out a lot of shout outs and playing some videos and speaking on it. Whoever like to come in, you're always welcome to come and join us over here at DB Wow. Good vibes only, of course. And thank you for the ones that have stopped by. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's watching. I gladly appreciate that very much so. Very much so. So I had a couple of more clips here that I think I might want to play and show y'all. Now, when I say aggressively, this is what I'm talking about when I say aggressive. About, rap battles now. This is what I'm talking about. Right. By the way, y'all, this is my favorite cats right here.
I remember being 15 watching you in high school thinking to myself, in battle rap, ain't nobody hot as you. Then I grew up, became a pro, start having kids, thinking logical. And in my 30s, the shit you be on, it bother me that it don't bother you. You say some off the wall crazy shit. Ain't even gotta have no truth to it. Fuck your dead mother, fuck your dead. Or you pushing 40 years old and you still do it. I never thought none of that shit was real. When it's real, it got a feel to it. So I'm gonna tell you the cold truth with some chill to it. In 2024, we done praising you for being disrespectful. To me, you just a plug with an outlet. If I pull it, I'ma disconnect you. The ratchet seen it do stranger things, make me forget I met you. The carbon hot, I seen it turn parking lots to twisted metal. Frozenberg, you hear that name, you think he is savage. Arsenal, when I hear that name, I think he a I keep a ratchet. Drop the location, I'ma weed through traffic. Fill your fucking body up with shells to you an Easter basket. I peep your tactics. Rusty blade, I'm elite with stabbing. I seen it eat through fabric, make a painting with this shit in Muskenia jacket. I jump in the crowd and punch on fans like I'm Steven Jackson. You got a problem? Froze got the answer. I don't need no practice. Stop rapping. I don't want to hear no bars about the block captain. This 40 got a stutter like Easy when he not rapping. You know why they call me Raw? Not for no battling or podcasting. I literally brought Raw to the hood and I supplied habits. Frozenberg. I'm trucking shit without a CDL. The ratchet got a switch and a ladder. That's a BBL. I used to play the block commission high. I was elite with sales. Pussy, I done whipped up more cookies than Keebler elves. I'm confident. I slide with sticks, ain't getting no hockey in. But if shit get icy, we gonna skate all on you like Slovakians. Youngins got bodies on their belt, walking around like it's an accomplishment. He's 16 with more charges than LaDainian Tomlinson, Frozenberg. You better watch the way you talk to me. Every fucking round, I'm gonna make you take that walk with me.
2-minute rounds versus Raw. Oh, this should be amazing. Bring the K's in. How he shoot, I slant it. You gonna think he was Asian. I'm great. I'll put my kids in your bitch mouth. Make her eat a raisin. I'm a disrespectful crip. I will beat your face in. My shit is real, my shit is raw, but not Rosenberg. I snap on cuz before spoken word. I was hired to provoke a nerd. Shank or ice pick, I'm trying to get under your skin, nigga, and literally come poke a nerve. So check your temperature, little albino, cause this ain't fair in height. You like a daring lights to get to heaven even cost on a spirit flight. Don't you ever in your life call me twin. We ain't near alike. I'm disrespectful cause you only tough under the camera lights. You mad? Fuck it. So what? See if my shooter miss you. If he miss, I intercept with a shank. I came to use or pick you. To bring rail hell, you need hell rail, meaning a Ruger with you. Everybody want to be class clown until that ruler hit you. Next bitch I battle, I'm probably gonna smack her. Or a double barrel shotty come and clap her. She gonna have everything in common with a Casper. What you call a three-way relationship with 3 white women? Probably wanna crack her. I said, can't spray like I do graffiti. I said, what you call a relationship with 3 white women? Probably wanna crack her. Can't spray like I do graffiti. If it's man-made, mean I could do it easy. Your bitch in the backseat of the lift, she trying Uber eat me. What made Adam ARP think that you could beat me? What made Adam ARP think that you could beat me? You're gonna need a bitch twerking off a rum with the same gas they give Mook to beat me. A loaded calico with a hitman that really move like Geechee. Or JC to come from the heavens above. Now do you believe me? Or be drunk off Remy with papoose punches and you could do it easy. Man, I used to treat niggas like fam. But when Ray Swag snitched, I was like, damn, I'm Southpaw. I could never put trust in my right hand. See, 357 on nightstand. You think I'm finna let you trump all over me, then go vote for that white man? Man, listen, switches on Glocks or hands. Either way, we box it out. If I can't find you, it's hide and seek, but at your mama house. Cutting on the news is how she finding out. You actually battling a real black Panther, but for what kind of clout? Nigga, real.
So now y'all see what I mean when I say more rough and rugged. Whew. Them guys up there look like they could have chopped each other's head off for real. That's the way they look. Also, also, you know, another thing, you know, because of the, like back in the day, because of that, that it was supposed to be another legendary battle between KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane. In case y'all didn't know that, that's another reason why they did the verses. If you know what I'm saying, That's why they did the versus thing. So, I heard that in another interview too. Um, so we want to get them their flowers, definitely. You know, definitely got to get them brothers their flowers. And so that's what we're gonna be doing next week for the next few days, giving out the hip hop honorees for all artists that deserve their flowers. You know, mainly I'm speaking on the old school hip hop rappers and things like that of that nature because my opinion, they didn't do the 50 years of hip hop right. You know what I'm saying? See, it was a lot of stuff behind that. It was all about money and all this old other stuff, but it wasn't funded right from the get go, and it wasn't organized correctly. And most of them that had something to do with that, they know it, but it was a lot of over the head stuff going on in that, you know, that they didn't televise and talk about or whatever. You can catch a couple of interviews about it, stuff like that or whatever. So also too, I want to say that Rockefeller just got auctioned off, but apparently Dane did an interview saying that didn't nobody show up for the auction. So what's the next step? What does that mean? Well, I guess we just have to wait and see, you know. But lately, Dane been doing something with that, and working was allegedly working with Bleak and stuff like that. Now I know that they did have some issues going on or whatever back and forth before, but Dane's been working with I don't know personally if he's working with Bleak like that or whatever, but I do know he's working with Freeway. So I want to correct that. Yeah, I know he's working with Freeway, doing some things and working on albums and some tours and stuff. And I see that Freeway is in the video with um, Bleak and another guy named Graf. A lot of y'all probably don't know nothing about the rapper Graf, but he's the last artist that was released from on Rockefeller, the label. I think he made like five albums over there, but they were never marketed. See, marketing, that's a big strategy right there. That's a big power movement and a big part of these artists now these days. They have to have a good trustworthy accountant, a good marketing team, production team. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a lot of things lined up and going on there, because without that, then you're gonna be all fucked. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, because you know it's everything is just about the money. So um you know you gotta you have to be very careful. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's nothing wrong with being an independent rapper, but you really have to have your ducks and lined up in a row. So I suggest you really get a good accountant, a good lawyer, somebody you could trust. And you know what we got to do? You got to start reading our paperwork and stuff. I know we don't understand, but a lot of us that's out here trying to make it out here into the industry, out here trying to be an artist and everything. We need to start going to school for this stuff or whatever. It's available. It might not be free now. Don't quote me on that now. It might not be free, but a lot of this stuff is available. And then that's books and things you can read up on. You almost got to do this stuff, before you become a rapper. I'm gonna be honest with you. You almost got to do this before you even become a rapper, or else you just fucked in the game. Because it's a lot of overhead, a lot of things going on behind this stuff going on now these days with these artists and stuff that they get, and they not getting receiving their royalties and stuff like that. Y'all tune in on YouTube, you check it out, you see it. It's no specific individual. It's all of them. You know what I mean? It's all the artists. So it's a lot going on out here. But y'all tune in and keep watching over here with your boy D Wow. I'm gonna be going over a lot of that stuff too. You know what I'm saying? As it go come into play. But yeah. So y'all finish checking it out. We're gonna go back to let's see if we get through it a little bit more.
Life. I know I was on that corner every night, shit greasier than chains on a pedal bike. I never been the toughest, but I never been pussy, and I can bet my life I don't tap dance, but I can show you what being a stepper like. We don't step alike. You scramble like Cunningham when you running jams. I mean, when you went to Detroit on Suge's behalf, you ain't have a fucking plan. I would have kept it 1,000 with Trick. You don't understand. Yeah, I know Shotgun Suge, and that's my fucking mans, but you had other plans. I ain't saying you pussy, but you got your picks. Until you go and pick the wrong one and he rock your shit. You in a coma, hook the tubes, too many problems for a doctor fix. I got him stuck inside a virtual reality without an Oculus. I've been a mover. Now I ain't gotta move, I just send the shooters. Bronze, silver, gold, you pick the medal. I bring the Olympics to you. I said I keep it hush while you out here raving like you can sense the future. If I don't fuck with you, it'll get uglier than Dennis Schroeder. The shit, it be smoking. The SIG, it be smoking on some Marlboro shit. Wartime fatigues on, all cargo fit. Heavy artillery, more weight than a cargo ship. 223s, I done seen it make cars go flip. I get you wired over corners on some Marlowe shit. My bro got 9s, but they twins on some Charlo shit. And the Semi got an auto grip. So if you see me in the Charger with the Wolverine, I'm on my Harborough shit. You not fucking with me. I mean, in no way, shape, or form. He probably thinking pause on the no way, shape, or form. You freaky. But when I pull up, I straight, I said, he not fucking with me. I mean, in no way, shape, or form. Right now, he thinking pause on the no way, shape, or form. You freaky. But when I pull up, I straight perform. And you ain't gotta like it, but we all gonna watch it like when the Lakers on. Speaking of Lakers, if you ain't get it by now, you behind schedule. You ain't never seen a 40 work like this. This bitch bronze special. If you don't call 911, then I'ma Wyclef you with this rocket, but it work like a blazer. I Clyde Drex you, Rosenberg.
I like that.
Hey, that's one yours.
But watch your tone of voice. You better speak to me cautious. Cause you know I step different. Tonight I intend on increasing these forces. I'm tired of you half-white rappers like a piece of me nauseous. Cougar with me, a 40, side piece with me, gorgeous. It's extendo, but it's not a 30. It's such an odd weapon. The clip only let me hold 20 like a nigga without a job begging. My niggas stompers think Dion when he high stepping. Extreme paranoia make me shoot like James Harden when Kawhi threatened. Use a blogger. You sit and gossip about niggas like, who's your father? Think Mooka monster, I'm the goat sucker, Chupacabra. AK all switched out, got me feeling like dude from Contra. No time for stands, I let my bitch handle fans, a true katana. Your white ass claim you Spanish, I'm coming for tu hermana. White boy at the door, I'm Craig, the cracker killer from Cucamonga. AKs and ARs, clips looking like 2 bananas. I'm on your porch with a Grape Street flag and blue pajamas. Approach me. You better not come nowhere near remotely, because I'm a real hitman with the same body count as Yoshi. Dang it, froze. Picture me and your bitch. We in her favorite pose. Nickel tuck. Did it straight to the point. That's when Jalen rose. Here, Big K is all that he got. The dog be calling the shots. Froze. You don't even fall in the top. Soda, ice, Yola, all in the pot. Adam ain't smack. He don't cook crack. He failed trying to turn raw into rock. Man, we don't do drive-bys. We be walking up to get the target touched. Yeah. I came to LA, the DE rose and even DeMarcus duck. Last time I saw you, I told you wrong tree, you barking up. What I did, asked for your number. I went and called your bluff. Real street nigga. I flipped modes when I had to bust around. I'm a brick baby. I told Adam your shit was whack 100 times. It's hot out this bitch. June, July, August, 3 months of crime. Busting nines. Will Smith don't know shit about my summertime, nigga. My shit is real. My shit is raw. My shit is all authentic. Yeah.
Hey, I try to tell y'all that boy is a beast. That boy right there is a beast. Man, that's my guy right there, Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Now, legendary. I mean, not allegedly. Let me get that word correctly. Allegedly, it was always said that um, major labels like Universal, Atlantic, and Interscope, and maybe Def Jam too was more commonly known and uh big major record labels that I'm gonna say again allegedly that took care of their artists, made sure they got what they do diligence and whatever. But to me like Interscope, it was at its peak and at its best time. You ask me personally, like hey, when Pop was living, and they had Death Row over there. Can y'all agree with me about that? Because that's when it was fire over there. You had Pac and Snoop, and you had the Dog Pound them over there. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was really good over there. You had Dre over there in the scope, doing behind the productions and everything over there. I don't think he's there now. Like I said, don't quote me on it because I don't know. Because hey, a lot of these people be changing up a lot of these things because these labels don't be taking care of these people and stuff. You know what I mean? So don't quote me on it. But I think Atlantic has been a good outlet. It has for some of our Chicago artists, uh, and Universal has been quite. It's been quite okay with some of the label with some of the artists. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But again, don't quote me on that for everything, word for word. But you know, yeah. With this boy right here, boy, he a beast, boy. He a fool. I like him. Rosenberg, he decent too, though. But let's see.
A lot different from the first way to wake up. Hey, yo, it's time to get it. No questions asked. It go down anytime I'm with it. That ain't gangster. That's a promise. This shit here is no kind of gimmick. It's me or him, his or mine. I could put it on my mom. I'm killing. You back me in the corner. The corner gonna be mad. It ain't mine. It's business. Anywhere I go, know them choppers is with me. And I done cracked more heads than Bobby and Whitney. I'm with the smoke. If you see froze climbing down to your chimney with a clip full of ball heads, I call them Wallow and Gilly. What you gonna tell them? Froze he a cracker cause my mom white? That's weird. I don't really talk about mothers. That get me wild tight. So don't you fucking mention my mother unless you try and fight. Frozenberg. All you do is be disrespectful. Well, that shit lame, Ock. You've been here for 15 years. I'm talking you just back in the day hot. Remember Holla was talking to John about dribbling in the same spot? Barkley and Space Jam. Yeah, you here, but your game not. You check chasing. The only difference is I'm wreck chasing. Only reason I ain't fuck you up in the first cause I respect greatness. You want a bar? I done chopped up coke with the best fragrance. Shit so strong I could take it to North and South Korea and connect nations. I'm a staple in my hood, arse. Anywhere I go, they leave me be. I get saluted in traffic and every restaurant I eat for free. Everybody call me champ because my belts mean more to them than it mean to me. And I was dropping bags and bodies before season 3. I make you a pack boy. Throw my work inside the bag, arse. Just make sure everything in my shop right. Is anybody in my path marked? The block I grew up on, you couldn't be pussy. You had to have, and it was in my genes because it come from my roots without a black thought. Frozenberg. Don't shake my hand where he know me from. I don't do the fake daps. Make a wrong move, he done. I don't give a fuck if it was a 2v1, because Froze always the first to snap like QB1. I said, Frozenberg, you better watch the way you talk to me, because every fucking round I made Ars take that walk with me.
I like that. Make some noise.
Yo. Yeah, that boy, he a beast right there. So, yeah. Again, that's how they doing the rap battles now these days, Everything is all It's all crazy now. You know what I mean? It definitely is. Let me see. I wanted to show. I wanted to show y'all. Um, I just wanted to throw this in there. Show this video. This is one of my other better videos. I liked it from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When everything was just a lot of things was just it wasn't you know it was things was just plain and simple back then. They everything went about the money and everything when it comes to these labels and things like that. Everything was a lot more different back then. You know, everything was done simple and everything was done to the point where it was all about the fun. So, and that's what we do over here. Good vibes only. We have fun, right? Right?
I was afraid they couldn't harm me. I'll trade, but maybe.
Yeah, so I hope y'all like that video. Some of y'all already know and y'all remember that one. That was a that was one of my good videos right there, you know. And believe it or not, that song was kind of hard. That song, hey, you put that in your speaker and bump that now. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. That was one. That was a hard song back in them days. You know, a lot of them, like I say, a lot of them now they all talk about the same thing and stuff like that or whatever. But you know, that's just what it is. I guess that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So yeah. So yeah. So when so let's see. So yeah, so back so okay. I seen people coming in back and forth. So yeah, did nobody answer the question about the 106 in Park versus the Tigers in the Basement or TRL? I guess some of y'all ain't up on y'all didn't fuck with that, huh? You know what I mean? Some of y'all didn't fuck with that too much. Believe it or not, I don't be watching all these rap battles and stuff like that either too much no more. Some of them I do. Some of them they really get down. I really shout out to them brothers who really get out and the sisters. Don't let me forget the sisters. They doing their things because the ladies are coming out. I mean, hey, Sexy Red and them, they didn't just get here just by because they look good or nothing like that now. Let's be honest, you know what I mean? No, they didn't. They did their thing too. So shout out to everybody that came in. Appreciate y'all for coming by, coming to check it out. Wish we had more conversation, but we definitely gonna be having more conversation just like this. Um, Definitely gonna have more conversations like this. That's what it's about. Definitely. And some of y'all might remember this one. This was a good. Some of y'all might remember this one. Definitely. Definitely a good one. Another one of the better videos that I like. Well, not the actual video.
Yeah.
Got a song.
It's about that time. It's about that time to get paid. Get laid. Cool in the shade. Drink a little bit of lemonade. Let me tell you what I want. Yo, I wanted this to be special, something more than any other feeling that you felt before. Pushing through the doors, I see girls having a good time. I might say a rhyme, old school, new school, no school rule. But other than that, everything is cool. I see guys and girls dancing, doing the new dances. That's a hit while I'm over here romancing. You ain't it's no need to curse. Ask me who she is and let me tell you first. Slow down, be cool, and don't act ill. I came to have a good time, party and chill with you. And don't worry, sweetheart, I'm still with you. And after we leave, we will continue with our plans. My plans are made to be broken, smoking. I'm not joking. Try to diss me and I'll give you a token. Cause I'm the type of brother that can't be stopped. And no matter what, I'm gonna while my mind say, come on. Yeah, come on. You know what? Good atmosphere. Triple and Barry, they must have beat me here. There in the booth, which is all soundproof, playing dope jams to rock the youth. But the MC or the mic shouted out, we got the Get Fresh crew stars in the house. And as the crowd started breaking, I didn't reply, cause the only stars I know was in the sky. So we continue through the venue, didn't pretend to be nothing but Doug E. As a brother extended out his hand to me and asked me, would I rock the microphone? I just gave him a pound and I said, Shalom, sharp as a harp played by a musician. My body tone is like a throne when Calvin Klein, Obsession, Cologne, etc., in a cashmere sweater. I'm in a Cherokee, Chills in an Audi, and Barry B is riding with me. You see, we're the type of brothers that can't be stopped, and no matter what, we're gonna while my mind say, come on. It ain't. Now let the beat drop. Pump it up. Yeah. You know why? Cause we're the Get Fresh crew. Yeah. 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 Cause we're
Yeah, that was one of the more joyful songs right there. I can remember back in the days, you know what I'm saying? When they would play songs like that at the little school little dance when I was in grade school, or back when we used to go to the little skating rink over here on 87 in Stony Island in Chicago. You know, some of y'all that been visit Chicago, some of y'all know about that one. It's called a rink. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they still got it. I think they still got it open. I'm not sure. I haven't been there so many years, you know. So, you know, I don't really do too much of that skating and stuff like that no more. But it used to be fun. That was a good song to skate to and dance to. You know what I'm saying? Get your groove on with your little girlfriends and stuff like that. You know, but they do still play that song on the radio now. So it get its props now. So it definitely get its props. But that's definitely a good one of the good uh better rappers right there. Old school rappers, Lucky Fresh. Still beatboxing. Shout out to him. Still beatboxing and doing this thing and performing live and everything. You know, he's still getting down. Yeah, he is. He's still doing this thing. So he definitely got to. He definitely gets a honor. He gets an honor this week. Yeah, we ain't gonna wait on. We gonna get that. We gonna give him an honor now. Most definitely. Most definitely. So again, I would like to say I thank to everybody that you know was watching from a distance, or even if you're busy, you're out driving, and some of us are, I appreciate y'all for coming in, tapping in. You know, we gonna have a lot of more lives like this. Most definitely we are. This seemed like this one went pretty well, so I'm trusting in God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. This one went well, but it ain't over yet, so you know. So I don't want to jinx nothing. Don't want to jinx nothing. I was sitting around, I was waiting on Uncle JoJo, waiting on Uncle JoJo to tap in. Um, so we're gonna buy some time right quick. We're gonna buy some time right quick. We're gonna buy some time right quick. That's what we're gonna do. While y'all still around while we taking this journey. You know what I mean? Now you can look from the covers. You know who this is. My man's LL Cool J. Y'all remember this song right here? 1-900 LL Cool J. Some of y'all might remember it, This is one of the good songs too. I'm taking here, y'all.
Yo. Hello, 1-900 LL Cool J. Yeah, what's up? Can you please bust a funky rhyme for me? Yeah, I can do that. Check this one out, honey. I motivate, accelerate, devastate, and dominate. I don't smoke crack, so I won't lose weight. Give me the pussy, the money, and the mic, and I'm straight. Go to a restaurant, give me steak. Then cook my chicken with shake and bake. I leave all the preaching to Reverend Flake. How much money can one black man make? I'm what's known as the true dynamiter. I write rhymes fast without a typewriter. Go with the flow, but no, I'm not a biter. Can't compare cockroach and a spider. Hell, you might as well get a glass of punch, cause you're biting my lyrics like a Nestle Crunch, huh? And biting my rhymes ain't slick. I got your gold teeth marks all over my dick. Complications and aggravation and unnecessary sation. I'm like sun-kissed, good vibrations. Your album sounds like a compilation. Cool out, grab a seat and listen, cause I'ma start dismissing sucker MCs who's out there frontin'.
Talking all that yang, yo, you smoking something. Should've treated me royal. Yo, you wasn't loyal. Now it's all about chaos and turmoil. Give me that microphone. I'ma show you the real meaning of the danger zone. Yo.
Hello, is this 1-900 LL Cool J?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you tell me what you do when you're cooling out?
Yo, check this out. Now when I'm cooling out, no time for a granny. Just a fly girl in t-shirt and panties.
Can LL screw?
Man, can he? I tell you what, give up the fanny. Cause on a bedroom tune, Jay Swift, not too big, but nothing to play with. In addition, you're on a mission. You need to audition for another position. Doing damage is a crude tradition. Name your next album Intermission. You're full of preservatives. Plus, you're too conservative. I'm full of flair, savoir-faire, debonair. There's no competition for this here. So don't waste your time and breath. I'm giving you all a big F. MCs are enveloped. As the song goes on, the rhyme develops. I'm Asiatic, acrobatic, charismatic. You don't want no static. Anyway, I ain't having it. When I see the microphone, I'm grabbing it. Plug it in and take charge. LLXL, extra large. You know what I'm saying?
Hello? Hello, what's up, girl? How you doing, girl? I've been trying to call you all day. Word up, I was talking to LL. He was kicking some old hyped up rhymes to me. Word, I spoke them today too. Them rhymes was pumping. Well, not to cut you short, but I got to go because my man is here. All right. Ya.
Yeah. Smooth LL Cool J. So just in case some of y'all out there that don't know, what you should by now, LL stands for Ladies Love Cool James. That's right. All the ladies love Cool James. It's my boy LL. You know what I'm saying? You dig? That's what's up. Yep. So yeah. Before we get out of here, I don't want to take too long with this, but before we get up out of here, ain't nobody still ain't answered that question. About 106 in Park, continues in the basement, and TRL, which one you think is better? I'm still gonna say the basement. I'm still gonna say the basement. 106 in Park was good too. That was a good show, man. You know how we add all the rappers and you know, sometimes then they did performances and things like that. That was a good show too. I liked it. I miss them shows from back in the day, you know? Those were good shows. But yeah. You know. But you can also check out a lot of these if anyone interested though, you can also check out a lot of these it's easy to check out these rap battles and things like that. You know, if anyone interested, you know, all you gotta do is type it in. That's all you gotta do. Type it in to you put your thing in the thing, as Uncle Levi would say. You know, type up your rap battles because I'm sure it's gonna show whatever whatever's new and up and coming now these days. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be coming back with, like I say, the honorees, where we honor all the old school rappers. We want to always give them their flowers. Shouts out to them. You know what I'm saying? You always welcome. Hey, if anybody got any ideas or whatever, or whatever, or names of artists or whatever you want to see us do lives on or whatever, you know, all you gotta do is let me know. But this week we're gonna honor. I think we're gonna just do honors and we're gonna just do the 80s maybe. You know, maybe later on in the week we'll take it like to the 90s or something like that. Maybe we'll do it like that. Yeah. But again, I appreciate everybody for for dropping by and coming in. You know, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. And if you missed the last live we did, where we spoke um, on the 5 elements, you know what I mean, and what it is, what's the meaning of it, then make sure you go back and check out my last live that I did with Uncle JoJo. Then, and there you can get a better understanding. You know what I'm saying? I hate to keep going back over the same thing over and over. So, you know, y'all make sure y'all go check it out. And like, subscribe, and share the channel. And before we get up out of here, we got to do this one. This one just on the house for the listener audience. This one on the house, y'all. We're gonna take it here with my boy. I gotta give out shots to him, my favorite, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Shouts out to Biggie Smalls, y'all.
This goes out to you. This goes out to you, and you, and you, and you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you, and you, and you. Your reign on the top was short like leprechauns as I crush so-called Willie's thugs and Rapadons. Get in that ass quick fast like Ramadan. It's that rap phenomenon. Don Dada, fuck Papa. You gotta call me Francis M.H. White intake like toast. So iron was told in shootout, stay low and keep firing. Keep extra clips for extra shit. Who's next to flip on that cat with that grip on rap? The most shady. Frankie, baby. Ain't no telling where I may be. May see me in DC at Howard Homecoming with my man Capone drumming fucking something. You should know my stilo. Went from 10 G's for blow to 30 G's a show. So all G's with O's I never seen before. So Jesus, get off the notorious. Mean us before I squeeze and bust. If the beef between us, we can settle it with the chrome and metal shit. I make it hot like a kettle get. You're delicate, you better get who sent you. You still pedal shit. I got more rides than Great Adventure. Biggie, how are you gonna do it? Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. On your mark, get set. When I spark you wet, look how dark you get when you're marked for death. Should I start your breath or should I let you die? In fear, you start to cry, ask why. Lyrically, I'm worship. Don't front the word sick. You cursed it, but rehearsed it. I drop unexpectedly like bird shit. You herbs get stuck quickly for royalties and show money. Don't forget the publishing. I punish them. I'm done with them, son. I'm surprised you run with them. I think they got coming them. Cause they nothing but dicks. Trying to blow up like nitro and dynamite sticks. Man, I smoke hydro, rock diamonds, that's sick. Got paid off my flow. Rhyme with my own clip. Take trips to Cairo. Laying with your bitch. I know you praying you was rich, fucking prick. When I see you, I'ma kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. This goes out for those that choose to use disrespectful views on the king of NY. Fuck that, why try? Throw bleach in your eye. Now you're brailing it. Snatch that light shit, I'm scaling it. conscience of your nonsense. In 88, sold more powder than Johnson & Johnson. Choke steel like Bronson. Vigilante, you wanna get on, son? You need to ask me. Ain't no other kings in this rap thing. They siblings, nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. It's ill when MCs used to be on cruddy shit. Took home, ready to die. Listen, study shit. Now they on some money shit. Successful out the blue. They lightweight. Fragile. My 9 milli make the white shake. That's why my money never funny. And you still recouping. Stupid, 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 stupid.
Yeah, once again, I appreciate y'all for dropping by. You know, before we get up out of here, 2 Fingers. I would like to say, yeah, rest in peace to Boy Biggie Smalls. Oh, and Tupac. And thank y'all for stopping by. We're here, Good Vibes Only. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it moving. So tomorrow we'll be back. We'll be back with the honorees. Honoring some more of our living legends. Yeah, so I guess I'll see y'all tomorrow, right? You know what I'm saying? Good Vibes Only, y'all. Your boy DB Wild. Peace out. 2 Fingers.